What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Shoot. I am Jesse. Joining me as always, James. Or are you always joining me, James? Apparently,
Hey
James
man,
thought that we didn't podcast on Tuesdays. Weird, right, guys? Weird.
yeah, there's a few. Let me go back to the history. We missed this week. We missed that one. Nah, just you know how it is. Due to unforeseen circumstances,
Yeah.
I had to go grab a rotisserie chicken and other stuff.
Oh, geez. Shout out to the icons. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Listen,
know.
man.
If you're Sean,
There's a lot of nothing happening on WWE 2K25. Obviously, we have the DLC that just released last week. Everybody has probably already played through that, and some of the I'm reading some of the comments, and some of the
I see you. You know who I'm talking about.
and
Shout
yeah,
out to
some of
the
the my
hamster.
faction stuff. You know what I mean? You still have the eras packs and everything going on, but for the most part, everything is about cooked for 2K25. James, have you popped on at all for 2K20? I've been popping in and just playing the my faction stuff, but I haven't really spent much time outside of my faction in the last few days. I want to go. I want to go on and download a lot of like the Mark Henry stuff, alternate attires that is, and Billy Gunn stuff, Road Dog stuff,
Yeah.
to possibly go and set up a universe
hmm
and try to spend some time in the universe. But at the same time, Skate is now out, and I've been playing a lot of Skate, and I also have um, Borderlands 4. So there's some other stuff going on, right? But we do want to dive into 2K26 today because I feel like there's a lot of things that we want to talk about when it comes to the do's and the don'ts of what we don't want to see in 2K26 and what we do want to see in 2K26. And for that, I want to lean towards the audience tonight a lot. So,
Of course.
how are you feeling about the DLC? First of all, James, have you popped on a lot at all, or how are we feeling about it?
Uh, Honestly, I was very busy with this weekend. I had family over. But I did the my faction events. Um, Honestly, that Mark Henry is much better than I thought it was gonna be. I used it. That dude is a monster in the ring. The New Age Outlaws. I like the whole thing with them doing, the intro in the ring. Wish the crowd got into it. Um, but I think this is like one of the packs that to me surprised me the most. Like these just the little futures. I mean, I know we had like Panta, we had the other ones, but this one I didn't expect a lot with the Attitude Era. Like I thought it was just, oh, it's just a copy and paste, but they added little things into it. Um, and I know when I posted about this, like, it was a fantastic pack. I was curious of how people felt about the next pack, and a lot of people kind of were not a fan of it. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's mixed reactions. So once again, we're talking to a new WWE audience for the most part. When you're asking questions, and usually it's James asking those kind of questions on X. So if you follow us on X and you see some questions about 2K26 or 2K25, it's usually James. I mean, sometimes it's me. I've decided to stray away from social media for a while and do my best to focus on what matters for the most part, which is cooking out some content and my family. First and foremost, like I just need. I feel like social media puts me in more of a bad mood, and I'm tired of being in a bad mood. You know what I mean? Focusing on new stuff at work as well at my
Mm-hmm.
day job. Um, I'm learning a lot of new things when it comes to my real job. So that has been a major um, wear and tear on my mind. You know what I mean? So right now I've just kind of been trying to focus on that.
Of
But when
course.
James asks questions about like the new pack of DLC, he's mainly talking to the new WWE audience, right? A lot of WWE fans that are playing this game now would prefer to play new NXT stars, right? For me and James, we don't really care too much about NXT stars unless it's people that were established and then just showed up in NXT, like Ricky Starks. I'm really excited about in 2K26. Um, I think that's about it, right? When it comes to possibly Joe Hendry. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that's going to look,
yeah,
but
and I know, of course, like there, how many women were on the DLC total? I'm trying to think how many, and I know that was a
there
big.
wasn't too many, and that hopefully is fixed next year. I'm really hoping that it is a focal point because the newer audience too does want to see a lot of the female representation, right? So it's only fair. I mean, nobody's wrong in wanting something in the game. I want to point
Of
that out, right?
course.
Like, so, just because I lean one way, right, of gameplay doesn't mean that people won't buy this game for the roster alone. And for me, I don't buy the games for the roster. I buy it for the gameplay and the experience, right? Like the roster to me is always fine. And I think that I can't think of a game that had the worst lineup, the worst roster lineup. But I can think that 2K24 or 25, I mean, has probably been one of the best lineups for me personally. Like when I look at it from the outside looking in, I guess, like it's got all of my favorite wrestlers involved for two, especially with the addition of Aleister Black, right? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like you added a bunch of people that I really enjoy. So for 2K26, the only person that I'm really looking forward to, I guess, well, there's probably a couple, but Ray Phoenix, I want in the
Of
game,
course.
and then Ricky
Yeah.
Starks, right? Or what's his name now? Ricky Spanish, Ricky,
Saints.
Ricky
Ricky
Saints.
Spanish. I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, shout out to Derek from Everything Pro Wrestling. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to Ricky and then Ray Phoenix, but that's pretty much it for me. But I don't know, when you're posting about like this new DLC pack coming for 2K25, you're seeing a lot of legends, right? Like, and a lot of people don't like. I don't know. It's for the older crowd or for people who appreciate even the newer crowd that appreciates wrestling and goes back to watch the history. They would probably get a kick out of this next pack. And that's probably why they left it for the final pack, to be honest, because it's not everybody's favorite. What do you think, James?
The game's kind of dry by then. Yeah, thank you, Devin. Yeah, it was 5 total women that were DLC stars. Um, if you want to look at like current stars that made the roster, you got Shelly, Sabin, Julia, Stephanie Vicor, El Grande. Um, Let me see. Nobody from that pack. Jordan Grace, Penta, and that's it. So what is that? Seven current superstars. 5 of them are women, and then the rest were just like wrestlers don't wrestle anymore. And then there's a couple basketball stars. Oh, and a prime bottle. Um, so if you want to take the stats, what is that? 20% were women. 7 out of 25. I'm not gonna do the math on top of my head. It's like
Yeah.
what, a little over
So
20%.
we did get a good amount of women. I mean, there's listen, once again, you're not going to make everybody happy on this game, unfortunately. Like, it's just not going to happen. And as much as I, complain about the things that are missing within the franchise, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of things that are still missing in 2K26, and that's where like it kind of drives my excitement down for the game. I'd have to see what the team is cooking up when it comes to 2K26, but I can tell you that there's a lot of things that I would like to see changed next year as well. Like probably more stuff that I would like to see changed than the things that I want added. I don't know how you feel, but there's a lot of work to be done when it comes to this game, in my opinion. There are some that are going to look at this game and say, hey, this is a great game. I'm enjoying playing it, and that's fantastic. I'm not trying to take that away from you. So if you're enjoying the game, that's great. I think that 2K25 is still a solid experience. There's just a lot of hope to be, for the future. There's a lot of room for growth, and I'll always say that. Even when I get some features that I want. Obviously, like the 2 main features I want are like a weapons physics and a story designer, right? Like those are the 2 like must have. Like once that's in, everything else will fall in line. is kind of how I feel, you know what I mean? But a lot of people want that universe mode fixed, so It is what it is, man. Desip, he said, on the dead homies, I want universe mode to be fixed. Welcome to the chat, man. Gabe, what's good? Pop a 40 and check your rollies. It's pro wrestling shoot time. I've said it before and I'll say it again. WWE 2K26 needs to come correct. No BS with GTA 6 2 months later. All around, Adam says we need better weapons physics, easy MFP and Persona card unlocks across all models, and scrap showcase. I don't think any of that stuff is going to happen. Hopefully weapons physics out of that, but, you know, easier MFP, Persona cards, showcase getting scraps. Mm-hmm. Showcase is here to stay, unfortunately. That's just what we got. I just hope that they can find a way to make it more engaging and more better when it comes to next year. Like, if showcase is what we're running with and they're that happy with showcase, as long as it's engaging and they can find a different way to present it next year, then I'm all good with it. Like I said, this year's showcase, if they would have stuck that whole showcase the way that it was on that first opening cutscene, you know, with The Rock at WrestleMania 40, The Undertaker, all that, if the whole showcase was built around stuff like that and that experience, I think it would have been a dope experience, personally. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how everybody else feels about that. But if it was all built around that sort of cutscene, I would have been excited. Cube, what's good? Cube over here rocking the YouTube this year or this week. He's not over on Kick, which is dope. More love for the YouTube. Apex, what's good, brother? Devin, what's good? Cube, I decided to come back. There it is, right there.
Welcome back.
Yeah, Lonnie Jones, what's good, man? Member of the Pro Wrestling Shoot. I appreciate you for holding it down, brother. Everything pro wrestling. What is good, Conrad? Carl, what's good? Seated for this one. I appreciate you, man.
Hey,
thank you.
Much appreciated.
Joel, what's good? Good to see you.
What's going on,
Devin,
Joel?
what is good?
Devin.
Review King, what's good? Michael, what is good? WWE games are garbage, he says. Dang. Yeah, I mean, bold. Look, people are going to feel the way that they want to feel, right? Yeah, in bold. You had to throw the caps on there for that. Yeah. Zay Riders, what's good, man? Lawrence, what's good? I've been playing Skate so much since early access started. Yeah, me too, dude. I'm really enjoying Skate, and dude, what I'm enjoying the most about that game is that it's not a chore, man. It's riddled with microtransactions, but there's also ways to unlock a bunch of stuff in game, and it updates every single day. So I'm good with it for now. Maybe it'll change down the line, but for right now, dude, like, I'm enjoying Skate, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they bring with their battle passes or their upgrades, whatever it is. I think it's like a $20 battle pass or something that they're going to be bringing. I think it's actually worth the purchase. It might be. I don't know. It depends on the updates that they add. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's one of those games that I can just hop on, and it's not a chore, man. I'm actually having fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm having fun. Is it Skate 3?
It's a chill fest.
Yeah. Know? Yeah, dude, it's so much fun. Like, at least for me, because I grew up in, you know, the skateboarding culture. So for me, I've always had a love for skateboarding, and this is right up my alley, man. I love the new Skate. It's not Skate 3. It's not as, like, I don't know, engaging as Skate 3, right? Like, Skate 3 had a story. It had a better online experience with friends, in my opinion. But that all might come. I don't know about the story part, but maybe the better online experience. Right now, it's kind of like Fortnite for Skate. You know what I mean? But
yeah, understandably so.
It's definitely worth it.
That's how I feel with, like, the Madden and football. And yeah, of course. That's how I feel.
Have you popped on Skate?
Like, no, like I said, I've been busy. I've seen people play.
Download it, man.
I should. Yeah.
You used to play Skate 3 with us, right?
Little bit. Skate? I think I was in the process of moving.
Okay.
A little bit. I didn't play
like back in the day, like on Xbox 360. I'm pretty sure you played with us. I would download it and give it a try, dude. It's pretty fun. BlackRock said,
for sure.
BlackRock says for 2K26, just a better coded game, improvements for universe mode. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, man, I think that this is. I mean, never say never, obviously, but if history has told us anything, this game is just built on that foundation, man, and we're gonna be stuck with that. I'm just hoping that next year, when it comes to 2K26, that we're not having any issues like people's data being deleted, cause being removed, like all the game breaking things that happen for 2K24 and 2K25. Hopefully that is taken care of, because there should be no reason, and I mean none. And I've seen a lot of reports. I haven't made a video on it, but I've seen a lot of reports of people losing their data on Xbox 360. I haven't, or Xbox 360, Xbox Series X, or Xbox in general. I haven't popped on the Series X since the update, so I haven't really checked to see if any of my calls are still there or anything like that. Which is the console
I heard there
that
was a fix according to the Discord. Somebody had posted that. They know about it.
They know about it, but the fact that it happened, like, is there a fix? Like, if your data was erased, there's no getting it back. You know what I mean? So you can't fix that. That's like
you're tough.
Unfortunately, sorry.
Yeah,
that sucks, dude. So hopefully that's the stuff that's not happening for next year for sure. Trey says create a story and new returning match types like Buried Alive and I Quit. Review King, DLC 4 makes me want an Attitude Era game for 1 year. That would be great. I would be down with it, but I don't think this new crowd's up to it, man. This new crowd's out here paying like $8,000 for WrestleMania tickets, dude. Like that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're going up against.
It's funny you bring that up. But I wonder if we've had like the Legends wrestling game. Like, what about it? Just an Attitude Era exclusive game. Never technically had that before.
We had an Attitude Era theme.
But anyways, Cube, surprisingly, I've been trying to grind. Yeah.
Grind on the island? Cube, what? The only reason is because I want Goldberg. Okay. Nice. And he doesn't like the island, so. Clint, what's good?
I don't think anybody
in terms of all 5 DLC superstars, this was the best one so far. Actual use for all 5 superstars. Nice. My favorite DLC is Pack 3, obviously, like for personal reasons. Like I really actually like this Attitude Era DLC because I'm a DX fan, I'm a Mark Henry fan, and I'm really a D'Lo Brown fan. And Victoria being in the game for the first time since SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. So all superstars hit on all cylinders for this pack. As compared to DLC 3, we got New Jack, which is insane that we got him in a game. To me, that was huge. And Penta's like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So like I'm biased when it comes to the last DLC pack. That's the one I wanted the most. So I didn't really care too much for, I can't even remember who else was in that pack. Who else was in that pack? Well, we got Alistair.
Jordan Grace, Penta, New Jack, Bull Nakano, and the Prime Bottle.
Oh, yeah. So Jordan Grace is cool. Haven't really used her too much. Bull Nakano is actually amazing. She looks incredible in the game. So I was happy with those models. Just they're not going to get too much use from me. Like I said, I was stoked for Penta. I've used Penta obviously way more than New Jack, but New Jack, like the fact that New Jack is in a game to me is like, that should be like number 1 just alone. Like New Jack being in a game is crazy. Like, I can't believe that they actually pulled that off. So if they don't put in, go ahead. Sorry, James.
And of all the people to decide, hey, let's have New Jack in, it was, what's his name? Nick Khan, of all people. Yep. He wanted him. So that's beyond wild. Especially him being involved in the games. Like, never heard of this.
Yeah, that is crazy, man. Lauren says if they don't put in story designer in 2K26, then it'll be another year. I'll stop playing after a month after release. This game has no replay value. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at too with 2K26. The only thing that's really keeping me going is the new content being released either on the island or on my faction. And it's like I want a reason to have fun, like kind of like what I'm doing in Skate, right? Like I want a reason to have fun again in these games. Like, give me, like, the matches that we're playing, I've always felt are just rinse and repeat when it comes to these 2K games. It's just too limited to enjoy it for a long period of time, right? Like, you've played one match, you've ran the spots in a match. Like, what are you going to do in the next one? You know what I mean? You got to get really, really creative in order to have fun. And you can do it, and I've done it. It's just, I don't know. It's it's too much. It's too much work at times. You know what I mean? Like I should just be able to mindlessly have fun and enjoy like a good AI without guessing that they're gonna Irish whip me all the time. Like that's another thing too. Is day one, 2K25 AI, like, dude, it blows the AI out of the water that we have now. I don't know what it is about these patches that ruins it.
Easily.
But that first AI that we got was so much fun, and you couldn't guess everything that they were doing. Now it's just like, all right, I know you're gonna Irish whip me. Okay, now I know when you grab me on the ground, all I have to do is press X to reverse, and it's just rinse and repeat. It was so easy to beat the AI. It's crazy. So, Rocky, what's good, man? Clint, what's good? He says, can we have a TNA DLC for 2K26? I don't know, man. I don't think that's gonna happen unless WWE buys them. Thomas, what's good, man? Good to see you. I have no interest in NXT roster. Rather see 90s ECW and WCW. That's where I'm sitting too. Like I don't really care for NXT too much. It is what it is, though. There was 5 DLC wrestlers in WWE 2K25. What does that mean? There was 5
women.
wrestlers.
That was
women? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ricky Saints. Oh, thanks for correcting me on that. What's good, PWJ? Dills by Drew. CM Punk be the cover of 2K26 next year. We'll see, man. JCSJ, what's good? Next, Trey, what's good? Next gen game for 2K26 with cross-platform community creations and cross-play. Create a story, new and returning match types like Buried Alive, Inferno, I Quit, and Iron Survivor TNA DLC expansion pack. We'll see, man. I really want Orton on the cover of 2K26. We'll see, man. Universe mode is the bread and butter of the game. So that's what a lot of people say. But for me, like universe mode, I see too many years down the line it's going to take to get universe mode where I would personally really like it to be. You know what I mean? Like they do these little nice updates, but it doesn't sustain my time. Right, like they're nice and welcomed updates to the universe mode, but it doesn't keep me playing universe mode. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it goes back to like you said, the CPU. It just seems like a rinse and recycle. Like you know what's gonna happen in this cutscene, you know what's gonna happen here, you know what the CPU is gonna do. Irish whip, wake up taunts, which that's probably gonna be changed next year. I assume you can't just use it whenever. But I mean, yeah, it's always the same thing. Like universe mode needs love. It did have a little bit of love this year.
It had a lot of love actually this year, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But once again, it's just the way that universe mode is kind of baked into this game is everything is done by rival reactions anyway. And in order to get a new experience each match or a new rivalry or a new cutscene or anything, you seriously just got to go in there and create it yourself. So now I know what's going to happen. Like there's no surprise element, right? Like because if you play the game with the surprise element and you want to see what the game is going to produce for you when it comes to a new cutscene or your rivalry, they're going to repeat the same stuff over and over again. So if you want to see different things, you have to go in there and create it, thus leaving me just give me story designer. If I have to create everything in universe, give me story designer. Like, because then I can really go into detail with story designer and I can really make something happen with it, right? And I think the fun about story designer for me is I can go and create stories and upload them. I can upload them to community creations. People can download them and I can get reactions on the stories that I make, right? And same thing for other people. Like I can download other people's stories and have fun and not know what's going to happen in this story and just play it through and it just be completely mindless, right? Like that's kind of where I'm sitting. James, I think you froze up, bud. Not sure what's going on there. Cube says, I know I'm probably repeating myself, but I still want 26 just to feel like a different game, not 25.67. Yeah, I agree. It should be a new, different experience. Honestly, that's one of my biggest gripes with 2K. They add things and then they push them to the wayside and then remove them again. It's endless. It's an endless cycle. Yeah. Replace Showcase with a proper classic season mode. All around Adam says, okay, if Showcase stays, then make the accelerator actually unlock everything like it used to. I agree. I agree with the accelerator for sure. Pop Shot, what's good, man? Says, not sure what happened, but my whole load got cooked or something reset everything. Showcase my rise. And the island. What's good, Jesse and James? Yeah, that's due to that update that we got. That's exactly what I'm talking about too. They should get rid of a token market. They are not easy to get. One thrill, Phil. I want to see gear selection before a match, like sports change uniforms. That'd be nice too. Yeah, that'd be a nice addition. What's good, Clint? Hey, what's good, man? It's been a minute since you've been in the chat. Good to see you. Zay Ryder says 2K is too much of a copycat of when it comes down to WWE game development. I would have to say that is my biggest problem when it comes down to the WWE 2K team. Skate is a very cool game, but just wasn't for me. I would only play it if y'all were were there, to be honest. Yeah, if you didn't grow up in like skate culture and you just don't have like that appreciation for skate, it might not be for you. But if you grew up in skate culture and you like the Tony Hawk games, if you like the original skate games, I think you would love this game. But yeah, if you just got it just to try it and you're not really into too much skating or whatever, then I get it. James just said his power went out. I just got the message. That sucks. Said it just came back on though. Get rid of last gen. I want to see if they put WWE Jazz in 2K26. That'd be great. Yeah. Jazz is welcomed. Jazz, see here. I'm trying to think of like all the greats that were in that era, right? Like Jazz was like one of my favorites. I'd like the old school attitude or the beginning ruthless aggression version of Victoria. We got the newer updated version of her this year, but and she looks great too, by the way. But I don't know. Sable would be welcomed back. Tori, and one person that I really wanted to come to the games until she screwed up her entire life was Tammy Sitch, but that'll probably never happen now. So there's a lot of like old school female wrestlers that would have been an awesome get for the games, to be honest. I never lost my data. Mine's all good. Devin says, yeah, my coworker today said he lost all of his data on Xbox. That sucks, man. Yeah, the island's no good. Do you know anything about the AJ Styles My Faction card would be coming to the card market? I have that card. I got all the requirements to get him during the live event, but I don't know if he's coming to the card market at all. That's usually not the case. I'm going to be honest, like he's a live event reward. Unless he is to be dropped in the packs later on, like other packs, then he won't be coming to the card market. You might have an opportunity to pick him up in the card market if he shows up in future packs. But as of right now, that is a live event reward and they won't release him on the card market. Hearing you talk about Skate, I had to go and reinstall Skate 3. There you go, man. Yeah. You should try the new Skate, Gabe. It's free. Go try it out. What I want for 26 is more NXT DLC characters. See, there you go. Split, man. Like the devs really, truly don't know what this community wants because everybody's so split on what they want. When 10 people say they want this feature, 10 more say they want the opposite, right? So that's kind of what they're seeing, unfortunately, and that's where we're at. Mr. Alex, what's good, man? I'd like to see female wrestlers such as Ivory. Yes, Ivory would be amazing. Kelly, Victoria, China, the version from WWE 2K22 to 24, and this year's version in WWE 2K26. Yeah, I mean, all of them should be in there, really. Like Kelly, I'd like to see Melina back. I'm trying to think, man. I'm drawing a blank when it comes to the old school divas, dude. Obviously, both Bella twins. By the way, did you guys see that tweet from Nikki? Or not the tweet, it was their podcast, and then they had like video of them just trashing Nikki's model, basically. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got an updated version of that. That'd be nice. Paul says 2K26 showcase Bray Wyatt. They got to have a TNA expansion pack. No more island that's tied to Roman. Yeah, I don't think the island will be back next year. I think it'll be called something else. I think that they make something else for it, personally. Nightwolf says the only thing I do in WWE 2K25 is universe mode. Robert Moore says showcase Hulk Hogan because he just passed and he was a foundation of WWE success, or Triple H, Randy Orton, more camera angle options. Also, some DLC love for Ruthless Aggression would be cool. Yes, that was one of my favorite eras in pro wrestling. A lot of people lean to the Attitude Era, but personally, I think that we got a bit of the crazy storytelling that you had in the Attitude Era, in the Ruthless Aggression era, mixed with actual good wrestling. So to me, in-ring product was the best that it's probably ever been for WWE in Ruthless Aggression. Personally, like you had Kurt Angle, you had Randy Orton come in. There was a lot of wrestlers doing their thing. Shawn Michaels was back, having like the best run of his career. Undertaker was still there. There were a lot of people throwing it down, man. Brock Lesnar made his debut back then, and he was actually pretty entertaining and good to watch in the ring as compared to now. You see him hit like 10 F5s, and that's pretty much it. That's your match. Like you don't get much out of that guy anymore. So it is what it is. James, welcome back.
Yeah, medicine.
More slots for Cause, Evolution, showcase for Bray Wyatt. Tech, what's good, man? It's good to see you. Universe is king, he says. Miss number 1, APWS. Sorry, been gone a while, but is L Blaze and myself still on your show, or did you fire us? I did not fire you. I actually haven't even ran the show, so we haven't ran the show in over a month. It's been tough, man. I've been trying to focus on content and family and stuff that's going on at work. If you caught the beginning of the show, then you'd know. So no, your characters are not fired. If I still have your characters, I have to log on and see if everybody's stuff is still there, or if I was one of the victims of erased data. So I don't know. I'm not sure yet. It didn't affect PS5. I know that. All my stuff's still there. So we'll see what's good. The one big positive from 25 is the amount of post-launch content, like 2025 versions of Superstars, ports, and bonus DLC. It means the roster cutoff can be way later these days. That's true. Yes, I will say something that is a major positive in 2K25 is that the content was endless, and they did a good job at keeping updated models for the most part. We still haven't gotten like an updated Naomi. Like that's one frustrating gripe for me. And you know what sucks is we have an updated version of Naomi in my faction. I don't know if you've seen that, James, but her caution attire is all on my faction. You play her. You play against her. With
Is
that.
there?
Yes.
Was there?
Yes.
Was there? I didn't.
Yep. Which makes me think that we could be seeing a
that?
persona coming soon for her. But yeah, she had the caution attire on my faction.
You sure it wasn't just a render? Because I've seen
positive.
a few renders, like they have a different attire and they don't show up.
I'm positive. She was wearing the caution attire. I seen it and I was like, what the hell?
All right. All right. You have to show me this because I haven't seen anybody post about this.
I'll have to go. I don't even know if that event's still live. It was one of the live events that you played against her. So I'd have to go look for it and see if it's still up there. They might, because they've been keeping these events up there for a long time, dude. It's like I have a whole list of stuff that's just finished and completed. Tired of seeing it, to be honest. What up, Drizzy? It's good, man. It's good to see you. Fool News says, always happy to listen to this during work, and Universe Mode is why I put 800 hours into this game. I think importing cutscenes into Universe from Create a Tron would be a great first step, in my opinion. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that is definitely a welcomed addition that would be good for Universe Mode. Also, thanks for supporting us, man. That's cool that you actually listen to us while you
everyone in here in general. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you everybody for that. Yeah, that's amazing. Appreciate that. Today's been a blessed day, man. Like I'm in a pretty good mood. You know, like there was some negative stuff that happened at work today, man. Actually, a good friend of mine got fired from work today, and I was a little upset about that. But other than that, man, it's been a blessed day. So, my job, man, the turnaround at my job is crazy, fam. Like, you have no idea. Like, Well, dude, in the last 5 years that I've been at this place, I've seen like 40 people leave, get fired, and a couple quit. Like it's nuts, dude. Like that's a big turnaround
Usually around
rate.
the holidays, right?
No, it's like all year. Like all year stuff is just happening. Like people don't work out or it's not for them. Like it's a blue collar line of work. It's not for everybody. A lot of the fires,
Yeah.
in my opinion, um, were not. I probably shouldn't even say it on the air, but yeah,
That's for PWS After Dark.
yeah.
You could
Some
you
of the
could
some of the people
subscribe
that
and
have gotten
pay.
let go should definitely still be there. I'll say that. You know what I mean? Let's just say that.
I get what you're going. I know
Yeah.
that feeling.
Yeah, so it is what it is. Do you think we will ever get a chance to 2K game with? Oh no, he won't ever make a game again.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, no. I wish the universe mode had buttons where you press a button to do a rival reaction. Yes. So yes, that would be good too. And not, I don't know, if they could fix the system up to where it wouldn't repeat rival reactions, at least in one rival, in all of them. I mean, dude, there's enough rival reactions to go around. If you have 4 rivalries set up on Monday Night Raw and you have 4 rivalries set up on Friday Night SmackDown, you should not get a repeating cutscene in any of those. You know what I mean? Like the game should just flow to where you don't get a repeating cutscene. And it should really match up to what you're doing. So that way it can be kind of mindless playing universe mode. You don't have to go in there and create everything. Because if that's the case, if you're going to in universe mode and you just want to create everything, like once again, give me story designer. Like I can do that myself. You know what I mean? Let me create a full story.
Yeah.
Let me go really in depth and in detail with this thing. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But yes, a button press to do a rival reaction, that would be nice. Like just off the fly, right? Like a cutscene, like, you know, engage a cutscene or something, you know what I mean? Right off the bat. That'd be cool. Lauren says, I thought rival reactions was a good feature, but there's not enough rival reactions and you are so limited on what you can do with them. It's crazy you still can't do any backstage cutscenes. They're aware of it. Like every time that I've had the universe dev on or I've spoken with him,
Give me 1 second.
He's aware. He's aware of what needs to happen and where the fans want this thing to go. It's just about time. Like, it's not that he doesn't want to do it, right? Like, it seems that he actually a really nice guy. So, and he's been working on this thing for years, and I'm sure he has a vision of where he wants this mode to be. It's just unfortunate about the time that they have, really. Like, it is what it is. I want rival reactions to be truly free, no restrictions. Yeah, that'd be great. Free mode, yeah. Drizzy says, I don't want them to replace nothing with a half-assed mode. Excuse me. He says, I would like them to add on to the mode they already have if they're not going to make the game feel different. It's true. My universe experience is so different for me. Maybe I'm just happy with what's there. It's still my favorite mode. Yeah, and listen, you're not alone either, Tech. There's a lot of people that play universe mode and they don't have a problem. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm just pointing out like the issues that I see and I encounter with universe mode and what kind of take me out of the moment, right? Like that's the stuff that we've been talking about when it comes to universe mode. But like I said, man, everybody's so different. Like the audience is really split in this community, right? There's a lot of people that are either just enjoying the game or there's people that completely quit playing the game. They refuse to buy the next installment. And there's some like me that will always buy it, but they just want improvements. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at with it. So nobody's wrong. Let me just go on and say that too. Like there's never a wrong answer on what like people, because it's your experience. Like this is what you want in the games, right? Like this is how you feel with the game. So nobody's wrong in feeling the way they feel about any of it, right? Like if you ain't messing with the games, you don't want to buy the next installment, you feel like the devs are lazy or whatever. That's on you, man. That's your opinion.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah, so it's like, who am I to tell you that, no, your opinion is trash, right? Like, you should think the way I think. No. Like, everybody's entitled to think and feel the way that they feel about this game.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Not having backstage cutscenes is insane. The Kathy Kelly model is right there in the game, and they just don't have the preset ready for your match, interview action at least. Yeah. You know, I have a feeling, and that is a prediction too. I'll make a prediction for 2K26 right here. In universe mode next year, we will see backstage segments, whether it be interviews, backstage attacks. You will see something happening for backstage next year. That is my prediction. I feel like if they're going to do any cutscenes, that is something that they're going to focus on because they know that the fans have wanted it. As well as I would hope to see number one contenders next year. Those are my two like predictions for the universe mode. James, you're chuckling. What are you laughing about?
Oh, this one over here in the room.
Oh, wifey's in there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like backstage segments should be in.
Yeah. I think that's a prediction. Do you have any predictions for 2K26? Early crazy predictions for 2K26? Like what do you think that they will do? Like and it could be in anything. It doesn't matter like what mode or match type or anything like that. What's your 2K26 early predictions?
Honestly, I think with it, I know it's going on right now, so I know people. I'm getting like notifications about it. So I know people are asking like TNA being involved, and I know we've said it numbers of times, like, oh, what if the only way that'll work if they buy them? I don't know. I think TNA might just give them the rights, like put them in the game. So I think there might be. This is just out there, but I think there might be a full roster of TNA in there. I don't know.
That's
Same
a
with AAA.
bold prediction.
Same with AAA. Like you already have the company of AAA. You are involved now. I know TNA hasn't really been involved on the main roster. They've been, Joe Hendry here and there. I know they're teasing this whole what is this invasion thing. There could be a glimpse. They put them all in there. I don't know. I know it doesn't get showcased by like Michael Cole and that, but I could see them like doing the sound bites. Hey, put this guy in here, do commentary on him. I could see Cole and Graves doing it. It just seems weird, like they're the only ones doing commentary now. They're the main team.
Yeah.
Would it be a lot easier getting 6 different commentators or having Cole and Graves do everything? They could probably do it in, a numbers of days. I could see that.
That's a bold prediction, man. I'm gonna stick with that. Like I can expect like AAA being a part of next year's game. But the full like TNA, like you all see Petey Williams and everybody come into the game, like that would be insane, dude. Like old school TNA, right? That'd be dope. Is Jay Lethal still working for AEW? Is he still signed with? I think he is actually.
I think he is. Yes. Okay.
That sucks. I would love to see like
I could see Bully Ray. I could see him pushing in his wife, like, hey, she was technically part of TNA. She's a big deal. That's my wife. Put Velvet Sky. Velvet Sky. Sorry, Angelina.
Velvet Sky. Velvet Sky would be dope. Velvet Sky would be dope.
I don't know.
I was saying gross to Bully Ray. Let's just be honest here. Velvet Sky was dope. Her partner. Oh my goodness. I can't even think. Angelina Love. Yeah, Angelina Love was dope. Those people would be amazing to be in the game, but I don't see that happening. That, like I said, it's a bold prediction. That is a bold prediction. Like, something a little more realistic. Like, what else do you think could happen? And by the way, Jacqueline Nightwolf, yes, Jacqueline definitely needs to come into a WWE game. Facts. That is one that I couldn't think of earlier.
Bold prediction. Try to think. Well, I'm trying to think.
Feature wise. Let's go feature wise. What do you think? What do you think?
I would say the story designer.
You think story designers happening?
I think because like the interpretation, like you said, universe mode. You got My Rights. You got the island. Just combine it into one, and then just with story making in general, just put into one bunch. That's pretty much what people want. Like
Carl, I see you.
Just give us a bunch of different scenarios. Yes. Go back to the old games. Oh yeah, definitely for sure.
Yeah, let me catch up to this audience.
Trying to look at this ECW roster from 08. So when ECW was involved, when they put, what was it, SVR 08, featuring ECW, they only had a roster of 9. I think they'll do the same similar thing. It just says featuring AAA and TNA. I could see them putting a whole roster, or at least a good half of both.
Okay. Create a story, improve universe, weapon physics, and much better AI, and I'd be happy. Yeah. That's where I'm at right now, too. I think that would be the best step in the right direction. Bringing back story designer, giving us the weapon physics back, improve universe mode, bring back better AI. I think that would be a solid game for 2K26. Maybe introducing thumbtacks too. You know what I mean? Because we've been asking for this crap for a long time, man. Bring thumbtacks back into the game. Like, that's kind of where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Showcase mode is play out. They need to bring back Road to WrestleMania. So Road to WrestleMania, I've actually gotten confirmation, and they could change their mind, but I've actually gotten confirmation where we will not be seeing a Road to WrestleMania, not in the near future anyway. So let's just take away our hopes. I'm with you on Road to WrestleMania. I really love that mode, but I've actually spoke to some people. They have told me, don't expect Road to WrestleMania. It's not going to happen anytime soon.
Road to Saudi.
They also said never say never, but as of right now, like, there is no future plans for a Road to WrestleMania, unfortunately. Like, Showcase is what they're doing.
Is there a chance, hear me out, I know people aren't going to like this, does the Prince have any input in the game?
I hope not. I hope not, man. WWE 11 had the best universe mode ever. That's what everybody says, man. I don't think I played universe mode too much on 11, and if I did, I can't remember. It has been a long time since I played.
14 years since that one. Actually,
you're talking about. I don't think you're talking about WWE 11. I think you're talking about WWE 12. But SmackDown versus Raw 2011 did not have a good universe mode. Maybe WWE 12 did, but not SmackDown versus Raw.
I don't remember 11 too much.
Yeah. We used to have backstage cutscenes and Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain, by the way. Yep. Same with No Mercy. No Mercy had them.
Yeah.
Day of Reckoning had
them. It
was
just two different things. It was either, hey, go talk to Bill Goldberg or Booker T, whoever backstage. Either they give you respect or you piss them off and they want to beat you up. And you
My
got
faction
credit
is
points.
making me rage quit. This mode can go to hell. JCSJ is finding humor in your stuff tonight. See here. He also says, yeah, backstage cutscenes, wrestlers shows like Miz TV, show recaps, pay-per-view advertisements. I don't know about the pay-per-view advertisements, but that would be pretty cool to see, like, part of the show, like a Monday Night Raw or like a go-home show, right? Like to the pay-per-view. And you actually hear Michael Cole say, what is going to, like at the end of the show or something, what can we expect this Sunday at, blah, blah, blah. And it actually says the pay-per-view name. I think that would be pretty cool. Just a little.
That would be a good addition.
Just a little line put in there. You know what I mean?
Something tells me, because we had WWE in Rio, I never watched it because I thought it was phony, but something tells me, like, if they do like a booking scenario, your story designer or universe mode, something like, okay, here you are, you're in Triple H's body. Here is what it looks like when you're watching from Gorilla and you see the wrestlers walk through. I don't know if they're gonna go all out, but I could see something like that maybe in the near future.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool. Like, now that we have like the third person camera, you can switch to that, like Gorilla camera. You know what I mean? Switch to it right before they come out. You could see him like
Bruce Pritchard. Like, hey, the match is going on too long. Hurry it up.
Have you tried NBA? Did you play NBA last year or this year?
A little bit, not too much.
So before you're going out to the game, right? Like in your My Career, you're going out to the game. You actually walk the tunnel. I don't know if you. Okay, so you walk the tunnel. You know what I mean? And then you go into like this green like go area, right? Like as soon as you hit the green era, then it shows you kind of like, all right, you're walking out, and then you turn the corner, and then all of a sudden it's a loading screen, and then you're like on the court. You know what I mean? That would be a cool little addition for either a career mode or, like My Rise or something, or having that sort of camera angle to where you can see your wrestler, getting hyped up before he's about to come out to the ring, instead of panning to the crowd, before an entrance. You can go to Gorilla Cam and show them like getting pumped up, and then
why not? Let's put in backstage politics. Why not? You argue with Triple H. Hey, why not? Just do something like that. Hell no, I'm not going over.
Brock Lesnar throw the belt to Vince McMahon. You
First
take your
match, I got to
title.
get on the jet, so hurry up.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're going off the walls a little
Yeah, I
bit,
think
but
that's a little too much. This is a ballsy
yeah,
prediction.
yeah. But I mean, as far as the camera thing, I think that you were onto something. Like, I feel like that would be a cool little feature just to see, a different perspective of coming to the ring, right?
Yeah,
Like
what are your what is it? You can be Triple H, you can be Shawn
Jay
Michaels.
Jay Uso up in the crowd, like in the.
Hell, give me a career mode when I'm a ref or something. I don't know if that would be something people would be interested in.
Probably not.
I don't
I
know.
I don't know. I don't know either. I'm just saying probably not because I see the requests from most people, and it's not like a referee career mode. That's for sure. Vin says 2K26. You'll get what you'll get and like it. That's the tagline.
That's the Saudi
for next
motto.
year. WWE Jazz was in the ring like Mike Tyson. Yeah. Jazz was great. I like Jazz. Petey Williams is a WWE producer, so they could get his TNA character. Yes, and that's they got Abyss, right?
The OG Canadian Destroyer, by the way.
And we got Abyss, so I don't see why they couldn't add Petey Williams. That'd be dope. I think Bobby Roode, getting beer money. James Storm and Bobby Roode, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be nice.
I don't know.
He was on NXT one time.
I truly hope that the commentary team will be / would be different in 2K26. That's another prediction that I have too for 2K26. Whether it is still Michael Cole, Corey Graves, I think that they take Byron Saxton out. I think that he finally makes his exit off of commentary team next year.
Yeah, I would say take him out.
That's just a prediction I have. I don't know. I could be wrong.
If there's influence with NXT, I don't know what the schedule is like, but I would think maybe Booker T and I believe his name is Vic Joseph. You could put them in there, Michael Cole and Graves. That's it. I don't think Wade Barrett's going to be it. I don't think I can't remember his other name from college football. It's just too much. Pat, no, I don't see. Pat
I'd be okay if we got some Wade Barrett commentary, some Booker T commentary. I don't see Joe Tessitore or what's his name? Jeez, Pat McAfee. I don't see those two getting on the commentary booth this year. If they were, that'd be amazing, but I don't see it happening.
The chances are unlikely. Just too busy with football, and it just seems like too. Because
there's a lot of lines to record too. It's crazy to think like when we get new DLC, like all the different lines that are still recorded just for DLC characters and all the lines that they've saved over the years. Like Michael Cole records so much, dude, so much commentary for this. Same with Corey Graves. It's insane to think of all the lines like they'd have to repurpose. And Byron Saxton, I think, records some new lines too, which is ridiculous that they're still having him record. I think they should slowly phase him out. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think Byron Saxton does record some new lines as well when it comes to DLC and stuff. So.
He's kind of the filler. Just
he
doesn't do it anymore,
Yeah, I would love Awesome Kong / Karma Persona. That'd be cool. Want Jazz in the game.
That would be awesome.
I predict they'll rework the casket and ambulance mini games. Probably a Buried Alive or I Quit match type. Mr. Kennedy in 2K26. Create a finisher would be nice to have in 2K26. A total revamp of Create an Arena. I agree with that.
That needs
Kennedy. So I just had to repeat it. I like Mr.
That was
Anderson,
a cool
dude.
entrance.
Yeah, dude, it was so awesome. Dude,
cool.
That was like my go-to entrance for
I remember
my
I was about to
wrestler.
say that.
Yeah. Yeah, the creator wrestler entrance, dude, that was my go-to like every time. He loved it, dude. I like Mr. Anderson. He was dope, dude.
Yeah.
I
think he's in TNA, right? Is he still with them or no? Don't think he's there anymore.
I don't watch TNA.
I don't know
who's in TNA, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch that company. That's the yeah. I'm not gonna say anything.
He is in TNA, so you never say never.
There you go. MJB says I'd love to see a strap match or dog collar match. Yeah, that's what I've been at. Those are the only two match types I care about like happening. Like for new match types, those are the only two type of matches that I'd be like interested in, right? How are these physics going to work? Is this going to be fun? I'd be curious to see how 2K pulled that one off. So WWE Gangrel 2K26.
It depends.
Remember NFL 2K
Conrad
25 recaps?
Those 2K5
2K5
recaps are the best. when NFL and 2K was a thing, oh, it was glorious. It was glorious. It was the best thing. Those recaps, they had a halftime show and everything, had replays of every. Those were the days. Yeah, that's another thing. We should have like. I wish we would have like recaps and replays during the match. Hey, I'm doing a match, and then here's a little quarter screen on the side. Like, hey, they did this amazing move, and it would be nice just collaborating with like a real life show. That would be nice. It would just more qualities of life, if you will.
I think I remember Jericho's talk show being in Here Comes the Pain too. There was probably cutscenes in the SmackDown versus Raw days, I think.
Yeah, Talk is Jericho, or Talk is Jericho.
Not Talk is
Jericho's
Jericho.
Talk.
Talk is Jericho was his podcast.
Yeah.
It was with, oh God, what was it called?
You had Carlitos. What was Carlitos' show? Carlitos Cabana to make the game next year. So, never say never. If they give him a call.
Carlito's no longer in WWE, so that's not going to happen.
Never say never.
We'll see. DJ says we need to be able to hear our cause voices during promos and get rid of the island. Bring back the backstage cutscenes. They're not going to get rid of the island. I think that concept
highlight
is here
reel.
to stay.
Thank you, Phil.
The highlight reel. Okay. But call voices, I agree. We should have at least some generic voices to choose from. I think that'd be nice. Yeah. Qualifying matches and number one contender matches is what I would like to see. I know I brought it up before. Well, it's good, Jacoby. It's been a minute since I've seen you.
And welcome to the chat. Good point.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And I actually predict that number one contenders matches will happen for Universe Mode next year. Prediction. Don't come at me saying I know what's happening in the game, because I don't. I'm just saying these are like way too early predictions. I feel like the universe dev knows what we want, and the two things that I can expect out of the universe mode this year would be number one contender matches, or well, not but some backstage segments of some sort, whether it be like a backstage interview, promo, like a new promo type, right? Because we got the promos in this year. Now they can incorporate those promos in like a backstage setting and some. So I could definitely see that happening for 2K26. That's just a prediction. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they don't add anything to universe mode and we're just cooked, fam. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But I do predict story designer makes a return this year too, or next year. So there's that. So if we don't have all this stuff, I would expect it to be in story designer in some form or fashion, but we'll see. I'm sick to damn death of my faction, and I wouldn't care if it went away. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah,
P1 Kev. What are the chances that they might put in an Ultimate X match in 2K26? Like if they have a AJ Styles showcase. I think you got an AJ Styles TNA character this year. So sky's the limit. It's really whatever TNA and WWE work out at the end of the day. Like that's what it comes down to. I mean, obviously this isn't a 2K call, right? Like they're not going to say, hey, we really want to put the TNA roster in here. WWE is going to be like, who's paying them? We ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what it comes down to.
That is a bold one I would put in there. I mean, the only way I could see it is if NXT is like, well, yeah, we'll do an Ultimate NXT match, put their name on it and a logo. So if they ever run that match on TV, do I see it? I would have to put it maybe 20% of a chance.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Them all incorporating it.
5v5 war games and Survivor Series matches, 4-man, 5-man entrances, stable-based create a video scenes. Yeah, so that is a good point, actually. We have not seen 10 people in the ring at once. I think I remember the last time that we were speaking with Brian, and he was saying, like, do people really want 10 people in the ring at once because it was so chaotic, you know? I think people want the option. That's what it comes down to. I think people want that option. Do I think like all the 10-man matches are going to be great? No, because like multi-man matches in 2K games are brutal in my opinion. But the option should be there because I think that the fans want it.
I can tell you how you can get 10 in the ring, and that's ditching the old consoles. think that's the way
Maybe,
you get 10.
maybe.
That's the holdback, but who knows? I could be wrong.
I don't know, man.
Sorry to everyone that has the old consoles. I think that's I think that's the reason.
Put in 2K26 BWO. We're taking over. Trey says,
BWO.
wonder why no information on WWE 2K game from Netflix. Wonder what it'll be like. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Is that like a mobile game? Like I'm good on that.
Was
To
there
be
a mobile
honest,
game? I know that when they had like that first teaser, that one, it was like Sammy turning on him, and people were like, "Oh, I think that was like a Peacock side," and people thought it was a Peacock mobile game from WWE, which was weird. Um, I don't know. It won't happen, but for old school readers, would love commentary with JR and King. Well, obviously you're not getting JR because he's in AEW, and King. I don't know what King's doing. I know he's doing like bookings here and there, but and plus half the lines he would say would not work today. Stephen A on commentary. Oh, geez, yeah, the same guy that said Goldberg was #1 of all time. He was a Goldberg fan, which, yeah, you guys know. I don't need to explain myself about Bill. I would love to see it create a backstage arena. I know it won't happen. Honestly, I think we need a revamped a backstage arena. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, yeah, well, people got excited for. Oh, well, we got an elevator. That's cool. Bring back the Here Comes the Pain one. That one was cool. You throw someone into the pipes and it was like smoke coming out, and I'm like, there was an ambulance back there, but you couldn't do much. The other one, you had Undertaker's bike, and you could you can grab someone, drive them around, throw them into the boxes. That was cool. Put super finishers in there as well. Backstage politics mode. Argue with Triple H who goes over. Seriously, I think that would, obviously that's not going to happen, but I mean, we've seen it from WWE Unreal. I didn't watch it. I know it was corny to some other people. For the newbie fans, I get it. It was new to you. I don't know. That would be some way, like, backstage politic yourself. Like, I'm not booking this guy over me. Absolutely not. And I just no show. Then it puts him in a situation. Well, what do we do? Is he going to put a line out there like, oh, such and such has let all down the fans? What if we had someone like Heidenreich in there? Well, you got Heidenreich was a controversial character. I know Vince was, behind certain things. Shout out to Chris Wims spotting these things for me. Vince was a weirdo, always has been. He was there with Heyman, so can we please get Sting back in 2K? I think we're all on that. We want Sting, but it's the whole AEW contract, Legends contract type of deal. Never say never. Billy Gunn got into the game, so I don't know. Funny thing is that I can literally remember THQ having a backstage entrance in career mode. I miss THQ. Yeah, those were the OG days. 06 and 07 will always be in my heart. If some of you guys have not played that, I know majority of you guys have. Those were my bread and butter. Bread and butter whatsoever. Attack. I want 2K26 to go back to previous pre-match attacks. The new version is horrible. I've heard that. Like I said, I'm not a... for me, universe mode, I don't know. When universe mode was a thing, I wasn't a big thing about it. Jesse knows this. I was a big online guy, so I didn't play the offline stuff. Now I'm playing a lot of offline material.
So to answer this question for JCS, is there an open challenge feature in Universe? I think there is kind of an open challenge when it comes to promos. I think there's an open.
It's weird. It's a weird way they put it. It is, but it's
it is. But I think you choose who it is, and you have to be in a rivalry with them. So is what it is.
It's weird. Yeah.
So kind of, I guess, is the answer.
It's just you calling someone out, and then they come out, and then they just go on the mic. Well, let's do a match now, or not.
Yeah,
that's it.
Or not.
Miss number one time
says Championship Scramble needs to return, although the 24/7 Championship is not in WWE anymore, but it would still be great to have that match type. See, I fall in the category of I loved that match type. That was one of my favorite matches to play in 2K19. I think was the last time we seen it. So that was one of my. I can't remember if it was 19. Was it 19? Either way, when it was there,
it was so.
It was like one of my favorite match types to play because it was unpredictable and it was just different. Kind of like now I feel like the Bloodline Rules match is the best match type because it's chaos. You know what I mean? And
Do you
it's fun. You
think
don't know what's gonna happen.
not 24/7, but like if they kind of ran like a hardcore title 24/7 match online, where it's just constant, like people getting pinned left and right, new champion, new champion. I know it'd be a big cluster F, unless the online is stable enough. You just keep running around, and then I don't know, you just have a champion.
For online, I would I think that would be cool. And honestly, I think that it's time to bring back online championships, even if it's in player matches. Like you should be able to run matches with your friends and defend titles, right? Like you should be able to keep a record of who was champion in your online like league or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that would be fun. Like it shouldn't have to be rank based. I know that UPW is planning on doing like a championship that can be defended online, but I mean, how many people are going to be online playing that, right? Like the odds of you getting in a championship match or whatever is probably going to be slim to none. I'm more thinking along the lines of like player private matches that you can get into and you can keep track of your online league, right? Like
How
kind of
about
like an online universe mode
how
almost.
about I know, what was it, 06 or 07? You had the championship, like you mentioned, defend titles.
Yeah.
What if, this is ballsy, if they did, I don't know if people would be brave enough to do this, like, hey, you put your My Faction, you got your unlockable, you put it on the line. Oh, you got that, AJ? I'll
Oh,
fight you. I don't
I
know.
ain't fighting nobody for my dude. For these people that pay for personas like me, dude, I ain't doing
Yeah.
that. I'm not
Hey,
doing
if
that.
I beat you, I get that AJ, and you have it locked again.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing that. Yeah. James Graves says, I want the promos so you can actually hear them speak. That'd be cool.
That would be
I
nice.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but that would be cool. Prediction: My Rise / career mode gets integrated into the island, or whatever it will be called. That's a terrible prediction. Don't say that, man. I like having
Oh,
My
the island
Rise
is
on the
staying,
top.
I'm for sure. I don't know what it's gonna be called.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be called the island or
I can already see it.
WWE
I know
universe or
JCSJ is gonna laugh.
I don't
The
know.
prince will be right there, unfolded.
What do they call that? What's
A
that
big old
sponsor?
TKO logo right there.
What's that sponsor that they have? Like Riyadh
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 Saudi or Riyadh. What is it? Riyadh
Riyadh
Sports.
season or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm already hearing that theme and everything on the game.
It is Yarez. Well, I'm sorry, I butchered your name, bro. I'm sorry. He says I'd love to see 3 stages of hell match type added. Also, it would be amazing if the devs gave us more control over cause, like choosing our own kick out animations and even pin animations. Yes, that would be
That would
great,
be
yeah.
a nice one. First one I think of, the Big Show one, where he just throws you off.
There's a lot of people that I can think of actually when it comes to like create a character. You could give these people more authentic move sets, right? Like I think of people like what's oh my goodness, I can't even think of his name right now. I swear after work I'm like my mind just draws blanks,
Pin
dude, because
animations would be nice too. Instead
I'm trying to
of the
think of
generic one.
one of our good friends from Icons, who made the move sets.
Oh, why am I forgetting?
I'm drawing a blank too, but that's just because I am extremely exhausted right now. But I think of him and people like that who create move sets, and yeah, I think that would give them more authenticity.
That would be a nice addition.
Yeah, it would give them authenticity. So I think that would be a great addition. So yeah, you're right. It was 12. Yeah, 12. When Jeff had glow in the dark paint on him. Yeah, I think that we see Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy next year in the game for sure.
TNA.
Yeah, but I think that they aren't. I don't think that they're under an exclusive TNA deal right now. I could be wrong.
They're just. I don't know what. Yeah, they're just. They're there. They're placeholders.
For My Rise unlockable in WWE 2K26, you have to say his name and he appears. Everybody wants Joe Hendry, dude.
Yeah. If I say this mode's name, it will appear. I guess that's what I'm supposed to hear.
I've started a universe mode. Anyone got any ideas of how I can select my contenders for the belts? Or should I go by the edit ranking system? So I have a couple of videos on the channel showing you pretty in-depth detail on how to build your universe, how to work the universe, how to do a lot of things. I think I have like 4 videos for this year's universe on the channel. So if you want to go check that out. But as far as selecting your contenders, most of the time you have to just put them in a rivalry. That's usually how the contenders for the belts work. As far as like the ranking systems, there is a button that you can move people up and down the ranking systems for how you'd like in the universe mode. And that's what it is. So like edit ranking. Yeah. So that's what Tech's saying. So you just go in there and you edit the ranking, and then you should be able to arrow up and down where you want contenders to be on the list. But I don't even use the ranking system, to be honest. Like every time that I'm playing universe mode, I'm just deciding, all right, hey, this is my next contender, and I put them in a rivalry with the champion, and that's that. You know what I mean? Like it automatically just jumps the line, brother. Like that's where I'm at with it. So he says Shannon Sharp on commentary.
Oh, jeez.
Netflix announced WWE 2K official game from 2K from Netflix Games that was releasing this fall.
Sounds like
I'm not sure.
Game. I haven't heard anything. I mean,
yeah, we'll have to dig back into that, but I'm not sure.
It out.
Joke WWE 2K. y'all are killing me today. It was in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. What was in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010? Let me see here. Old consoles run 50 versus 50 on Call of Duty. WWE 2K are just lazy and awful. No, it has nothing to do with that. Like wrestling games and war games are not the same. That's just what it is. Like it's not the same, dude. Like that's like when people say this kind of stuff, that's where I'm like, all right, well, you obviously don't know how it works. Like making a wrestling game and getting everything to work in the environment that it's placed in is way different than getting 50 people online running this giant map that Call of Duty or Battlefield presents itself. You know what I mean? Like it's completely different. It's not even close to the same.
Not to mention, I don't think I want 50 people in the ring.
No, absolutely not. I hope they rework the promo system in universe mode, add more options, and don't make it under the rivalry actions. When you choose your slot, you choose either a match or a promo. Commentary team needs to move out the way instead of standing up and sitting back down. Yeah, I would like to be able to interact with them too. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I've said that before.
Like throwing people into the commentary or even hitting the commentary, you know what I mean? And knocking them down.
Screw it. How many people have been to the shows? Usually what happens when a table gets smashed? Obviously the workers and all that, they pick it right back up. Oh, yeah. Well, we need a main event. We're not going to have the table. You know, there's times where they've left it alone, but there is times where they just rebuild it back up.
It didn't used to be like that. That's crazy.
No.
Like they used to sell that, dude. Like, all right, well, this is a spot that
they
happened
do it
earlier
now.
in the night, you know?
They sell it now, but before it was, all right, that happened, now we just pick it up. And nobody's pointed out. No one's like, hey, wait a minute, how did it get rebuilt?
I'm with you, Jay. Says wrestling for Persona pink slips is wild. Ain't nobody trying to do that.
Okay, let me rephrase it. How about wrestling for tokens? Like, hey, you put your 50 tokens versus my tokens.
That's gambling,
hey, you put
sir.
My faction. It's a game.
Gambling.
It's a chance you take. Why not?
That's gambling, sir.
Why not?
Freedom to roam the arena, go up and down the stairs or jumps or dives, fight anywhere in the building. Stop making it a basic kid game. Yeah, I agree with that. That should definitely be an option.
What little Timmy said.
Would you be okay if they got permission to start using AI for more voiceovers and commentary? It might be quicker and easier to get. I've made that mention to the Universe Mode dev team, and they were not for it. They said that they wouldn't feel comfortable using AI like that, and yeah,
AI is too scary.
Might have changed. The take might have changed since that question was asked, but I did ask that question before, so yeah, AI is
it's
advancing.
It's something, all right. It's too much. I can tell you. I've seen things that I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, get rid of the lockup before doing a move. Bro, somebody posted a parody of like Donald Trump doing skate moves at the White House and stuff, and it was like dead on AI And it was crazy. Like they were like, yeah, man, the president's shredding, like doing like, I can't remember what
Mm.
this was for, or it wasn't a skate promotion. It was just like probably some skating videos that ran across my feed on like Facebook or something. But it was complete
Oh,
AI
Facebook.
and it looked like realistic. You know how like some AI, like the face will look weird and like body type will look weird and it'll look off and you could
Yes,
tell.
I've seen some odd ones. I've seen
You could not tell on this video. It literally looked like Donald Trump doing grinds on like down
I think
a
I saw
16
one. It
set
was
stair.
like, oh geez, it was
It
what
was
was it? I think it
crazy.
was like Goldberg and Brett like hugging it out, and it actually had voice audios. I'm like, yeah, that would never happen.
Dude, they're gonna be in the same building here
I'm
pretty
sorry
soon.
I said that comment. You do not eat corn the long way. Like I was wild. No way that would ever happen.
Curtis says, get rid of the lockup before doing a move and just give us quick grapples back. Agreed. The island is current gen only, and what do you know? It sucks. That's true. But they're still technically running these games on old gen. So, yeah, the power kick out would be cool for giants who still have their purple shield active and powerhouses in tank mode. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'll add to this. How come we don't have like double pins? We've never had the double pins in the game. Like, oh hey, you pinned them,
Oh,
but
yeah.
your shoulders were down too. I know it doesn't happen often, but that would be something.
That'd be a nice little detail for sure. We used to have. Can you still do double finishers? I don't think you can. Remember when you used to be able to be John Cena and you can do like a double FU or attitude adjustment? You could do like the double attitude adjustment. You can do like if you were Brock Lesnar, you can do like the double F5, double choke slams, like all sorts of stuff. Do we still have that in the games?
I think it's still in there. I
Gosh,
believe.
man, I never utilize that. If that's the case, I need to check that out
I
more.
think it's still in there. Yeah, they throw them in the corner and do. I believe it's all in there.
Okay, I'd have to go back and look. I want a Monday Night Wars
Yes,
showcase.
it's confirmed. Thank you, Jay.
Oh, it is still in there, like
Yep,
the double.
It is still in. Yes.
Oh wow, okay. Dang, I never used that.
I used them maybe a few times, but
Yeah, I never used that, dude. That's crazy. 2K25 My Rise was surprisingly enjoyable this year. I replayed the story like 3 or 4 times. Me too, and I agree. I actually like the My Rise this year. I want the devs to revamp the leverage pins, not get rid of them. I want more dirty pins, grabbing a handful of tights on a pin, feet on the ropes. Yes, me and JCSJ talk about this quite frequently, actually. Like that is definitely something.
Look,
Details
I gotta put
matter,
this
man.
in here.
Small details.
Thank you for pointing this out, Thomas. The dirty pin is so outdated. It's
Bland.
just yeah, it's just okay. Let me pin while the ref is looking at me. Let me put my feet up, and he doesn't do a damn thing. He just like counts it, doesn't do it. Now the other one, that nice detail they did put, and I appreciate it, is you grab the rope, and sometimes the ref sees it, sometimes the ref doesn't. That was nice. The dirty pin, that needs to be amplified it big time.
Yeah.
You're doing it literally right in front of the ref. The low blow system. Remember how a low blow was you could just do it in front of the ref. The ref doesn't do anything. Now you have to make sure he's not looking.
Yeah.
So they did revamp the little things, but dirty pin, that needs to be changed. That would be nice. I think champions should have perks, being able to name stipulations and select match types. Yeah. And I think there should be like certain wrestlers, like you get, I don't know if this is pushing too much, but like some sort of attribute abuse. Like, hey, this wrestler, they're very good at submission matches. Oh, but they're not good at cage matches due to they can't climb so quick. Like for a giant, for example. There should be some sort of...
My boy Lex is in here, dude. What's good,
going on,
Lex?
Lex?
Good to see you. He says quick grapples are cool, but they should still have the current grapple system too, in my opinion. Why remove one for the other when you can have both? Yeah, I mean, listen, to me, I like the fact that you can have a move happen out of nowhere. It should be some type of system that allows you to do that, right? And I agree. You shouldn't have to remove the other ones too, but there should be an option to have those kind of moves to where you can hit stuff out of nowhere and it looks authentic, it looks clean, it is better. And if they had to sacrifice like the grapple system that they have now to get that, then I would rather sacrifice the grapple system.
In the same boat.
Yeah, I would rather sacrifice the grapple system that they have now to incorporate the moves out of nowhere, just because it would look cleaner. But for me, it's not it's not game breaking or anything. Like the grapple system that we have now is not something that it's like, all right, I can't play this game anymore because this is how the grapples look. Like,
Yeah.
not the case for me at all. But that's, it is it is what it is. It's not game break. I know I've seen a lot of people that want that completely removed, and to them it's just annoying and it's never ending for them. But for me, that's not the case. Like, it's not. There's so many more things that I would want to see put into the game besides changing the grapple system. I will
think
say
the only
that.
time it should be applied is for like chain grappling. That's about it. That's the only time you should be tugging back and forth. Unless there's
I
like a
agree.
point where you're, if you're in this situation, I know people are gonna not like this, but the body mashing, hey, it's a test of strength. Who's the better one? Someone's got to win that. Hey, you're more hurt, so you're gonna get your butt kicked. If you're even, it's just who has a better button or the hold system.
Yeah, and also, man, like I said, it's for chain grappling as well. Like, I could see that getting updated a little bit more as well. I would like to see that updated more because right now I feel like it's great that we have it back, and they did make it better than it was in 19, or 20. I think they had chain grappling in too. I can't remember if it was in 20 or not, but it is better than those games. But I'd like to see more options involved with it. You know what I mean? So how they incorporate that, I don't know. Not a game dev. Just saying, make it happen. That's where I'm at. You know
incorporate more instead of single matches. What about a triple threat? I don't know in what way. Tag team, tornado tag. It happens.
What's good? Hubs, it's good to see you. I'm going to be on
Hubs?
Hub's show on October 2nd. It's a Thursday, I do believe, and then I'm also going to be on his show in November for a Survivor Series.
I actually do got to get back to you, Hubs. I apologize. A bit busy. I just saw it.
Yeah, so I will be on his show a couple of times, so we can catch me over there on HWW Weekly. Go and subscribe to his channel. Great wrestling content over there. Him and the brother Conrad, they throw it down, man. Great wrestling podcast. Only wrestling podcast that I listen to be honest, when it's modern day independent wrestling podcasts. I don't really even I don't listen to like none of the big time podcasters anymore. I'll catch an occasional like Chris Van Vliet interview if he's got somebody on there like controversial.
Great
talking,
stuff.
you know what I mean?
Great guy.
Oh, Chris Van Vliet's amazing. Yeah,
awesome to meet him.
Nothing.
Awesome.
Yeah, me not listening to certain things has nothing to do with anybody's like skill or anything like that's not me like shorting them. That's just saying that I try to consume less wrestling these days. You know what I mean? Like that's just where I'm at, because to me wrestling as a whole is in the dumps. That's just where it's at for me.
You mean you don't listen and subscribe to the Wrestling Observer?
No. They got me blocked, by the way. I don't, but I still run into their videos occasionally from TikTok. I'll run into some of their stuff.
Yeah.
Can't get away from it, man. It sucks.
Flagged.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be petty. It's all good.
What's the reason? I don't like their opinion.
Yeah, for chain grappling, it works best. Lex says, I guess I'd say keep them more for the strong grapples. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can get down with that. Like the lockup beforehand. Yeah. Like I said, it's not this like big game breaking thing for me, right? Like I know a lot of people do want that gone and they want it to revert back to like 2K20, but and I do too. Like I would
just give me the limb targeting. Like I hate to me for the game. I don't like I have to go to the legs and I have to click the right button so I can do the leg move. Just give me the limb
targeting.
Was
it 19 that you were? I think it was 19 that you were able to do that too. The limb targeting from standing position. You know what I mean? Like
I think so. Yeah, it was.
The
old game was what you had the old. What was it? One of the trigger buttons or L1
left
or whatever.
Bumper.
And then it would show you, hey, triangle's the head. This would be the arm. This is the leg.
Yeah.
Instead of hey, you have to just hover to it and then you have to click the right direction. Put that back in.
Yeah, it was great. So if they do put the limb targeting back in, they absolutely 100% need to bring selling and an injury overhaul for it to like mean something. Like like I said, we've talked about this before on the show multiple times, but if I'm damaged somebody's legs, man, like this guy shouldn't be able to jump from the top rope, and I should be able to see him limping or holding his leg. He should be restricted some way in this match. Like if your legs are damaged to the red, Like you shouldn't be running, you shouldn't be jumping, you should
No,
be limping.
yeah,
You know
you
what I
should
mean?
be limping.
It
It's
tells a
okay
story. You
for
know
the
what I mean?
example, like HBK. Let's say you're doing a sweet chin music. Oh, hey, you're gonna knock him out with the sweet chin music, and all we have is, oh, well, you ran out of stamina, so you're just gonna fall. Well, how about put like you said, selling the injury? Hey, you did switch your music, but it wasn't so great. Put that in there too. Hey, you do an attitude adjustment. You do it, but you don't get 100% of it. Like I mentioned last time, if you're injured and you're trying to, let's say you're Rey Mysterio, and you want to do a frog splash, and your legs are just beating up my knee, as Conrad would say every time. You're trying to climb up the top rope,
They shouldn't be able to
same
do
thing.
like a
Kind of put
619.
it like the cage.
Yeah.
You have to press the buttons to eventually get up there. Like make them work for it.
It'd be cool if like they incorporated that with like injury finishers or something. You know what I mean? Like I just said, your leg's damaged, Rey Mysterio. You cannot do the 619. You're gonna have to have like some sort of roll up finisher or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where like you're gonna sneak this win about. Like I think that would make the game more fun, more strategic. Even if you're playing single player, it would make it just a better experience overall. And
I think
personally,
we
in my
need it
opinion,
in the video games as it is for the wrestling games.
yeah.
If you beat the hell out of your opponent and the refs have to call it, hey, put up the X in the air. Hey, the match is over. No or total knockout. Like that's the situation for a knockout match.
Yeah, absolutely. Stolen Tube just said, just finished watching a religious live stream. Jesse, how is Skate? Skate is fun. I'm actually, as soon as I get off here, I'm going to play Skate. Like that's that's what I'm doing.
I got dinner after this.
Yeah, I might actually go eat something because I haven't had dinner yet.
Yeah, I got rotisserie chicken and other stuff waiting.
Oh, you were serious? You actually?
Yeah, no.
I thought,
hey, grab a rotisserie chicken on your
ribbing.
way back, and I was like, all right.
Okay. I just want to be able to perform simple grapple transitions from collar and elbow. Like why can we not transition to a back grapple? So you used to be able to do that too in like the old games. Like I said, in Here Comes the Pain, if you started out a grapple, there was like 4 different versions of grapples, right? Like you can start them out in different scenarios, or 3 different versions of grapples, I think it was.
It was front, back. I think it was like one from the arm, or I mean, from
it was
the
4,
arm.
yeah. So you can,
or the head tugged into the arm. Yeah, there was one. I think it was 4.
Yeah, so you can have proper lockups, right? Like you can get somebody from a headlock and then all of a sudden take them into a suplex or whatever the case is. You can have their arm and then get another arm move going. Like there were different versions of lockups. If they were to incorporate that back into the game, I think that would be better than the current lockup situation that we have for grapples right now. If you must lock up,
I'll
for,
even
like,
add
strong
to
grapples.
this. Like we've had how many matches start, and it's just a reverse fest back and forth, and then both wrestlers sit there, and the crowd just applauses because of all the reverse fest. We don't have that in the game.
See, Wolf Mode for him,
nice
it's game breaking. Like Wolf Mode's one of those guys that have been in the comments for quite some time saying that he wants that grapple system removed. So some people, I don't know, some people just don't enjoy that version of the grapple system, and I get it. No more locking stuff on other consoles. Why we don't need another 2K22. Like no one is going to pay $600 on a PS5 just so they can play as Goldberg. Well, I mean, people are definitely doing that. not paying $600 for Goldberg, but
no, and I understandably so. It's frustration, and I know this is a 2K of hey, let's see what people are they're looking at certain statistics. I know people don't like the My Faction. There's a crowd somewhere offline that's not on X or anything that are paying for certain things. I wonder what the numbers are when people paid for the Bray Wyatt the set, who paid for the Bad Bunny set, like who paid for the My Faction set. Oh, hey, Nintendo Switch is here. Let's add this. Like, there's got to be some sort of statistic number, and they're seeing it somewhere.
Yeah,
that they're like, well, let's try it. Someone's gonna buy it. It doesn't hurt them if no one does.
Devin says, do you think we'll get Impact Wrestling in WWE 2K26? So we've already spoken on this. I don't. James made a bold prediction saying that we will get Impact Wrestling for 2K26, but I don't think so, no. Yeah. Let me see here. Lauren says, I've been playing Skate during this whole live stream. That's what's up, dude. Yeah, Skate's fun, man. It's addicting for sure. me see here. I kind of disagree. I see Ray do a 619 with his legs being hurt, but he was not able to get the pin quickly. But they should make a different animation, like they grab the knee, selling the pain. Yeah, I was just kind of using Rey Mysterio's finish as an example. Not necessarily like saying that that's how it should be done, but there should definitely be limitations when it comes to your arms and legs being hurt, right? Like there's got to be some limitations to where you can see that in the match. Like if my whole strategy to go face James online, let's just say that my whole strategy to face James online is to weaken his legs. Say he is what AJ Styles or not AJ Styles, but
Bret Hart. Let's go for example. Let's go with Bret and Shawn.
Okay, yeah. So Shawn Michaels. So say he's Shawn Michaels and I'm Bret Hart, right? Shawn Michaels does a super kick for his finisher, right? So to prevent him from hitting me with a super kick to end this match, I'm gonna work his legs. You know what I mean? And be just like Bret Hart would, work his legs to where I would take that ability away from Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels now cannot hop on the top rope. He cannot run. Shawn Michaels is a very agile wrestler, and he's known for running, jumping off the top rope, hitting a super kick. He uses his legs a lot, right? So if I'm Bret Hart, my strategy is now to take his ability to wrestle away from him, right? Like that's the story that I'm telling right now. Like that's my strategy against James. I'm going to take his legs away from him in this match. I think that should be an option, and I think it would be a cool strategy to have in a wrestling game. Personally.
Let's throw it in there. Hey, you're facing Rey Mysterio. Hey, you pull off his mask and you know, he's trying to hide his face. You could put a blur or something. You don't need to show his face. And you get a quick roll up.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yep. Side headlock, wrist control, back. They all led to different portion of your moveset.
I mentioned this.
Phenomenal.
I actually mentioned this to Jay. Like, what was it called in 06? Ultimate Control Grapple was, I think it was called. Or I can't remember what it was. There was so many different scenarios you can do, and it was based off how long can your stamina go. I don't like the current system they have where you do the I don't know what you want to call it, the ultimate grapple, and you want to just powerbomb them out of the ring. It's either, hey, they missed the reversal, or they give them the option you have to button mash the one buttons on the screen and they can reverse it. I hated that they put that in there in the first place.
Cube says it would be cool if we had a match like the Brock Cena match, and after the match they had to be helped back to the back. Yeah, like stretchers or something. So we do have injuries in like 2K, right? Like they have injuries in universe mode and stuff, but it doesn't show anything. Like if he's injured, I think it has like one cutscene for an injury. I can't even remember if that's even still in the game, but they do have a cutscene for an injury. And then they have that. I think that's it. Actually, I think they only have like one cutscene for an injury, but there's nothing really happening, right? Like there's no stretcher. There's no like, hey, like showing signs that this guy is injured. He's going to be taken out. And I just don't think the system works as well as it should be. But I agree. That would be a cool little addition. Once again, little details matter, man. Like when it comes to like a full WWE or wrestling experience. And this idea that you've said, Cube, is definitely one of those details that is needed in a wrestling game.
You can put that into my raise. Hey, you won the match. Now the lights go out. They showed a commercial or ads on the screen like you've been to a show, and you walk to the back.
Yeah.
You might be walked to a gorilla and you talk the H while commercials going on.
True. Yeah. Nevermind Gaming says they need to fix AI trying to win by countout. Yeah. See, so once again, 2K25 online or AI day one was so much better than what we have now.
The AI has gotten worse. Even the ref officiating has gotten worse. They're doing a slow pin out of the blue. They haven't get hit once, and it's a slow pin. Like, huh? Weird.
Yeah. Custom soundtrack with Spotify premium integration and no more microtransactions, scammy business methods. These paywalls need to go. The Ultimate Edition needs to just be that. I agree, but it's not going to happen. As far as the Spotify stuff, 100%. I want my own custom music in there. I have Spotify. That would be great. I can now, I don't have to, I think, and you know what? I think that's man, I just now thought of this too. I think the reason why we haven't gotten something like a Spotify integration is because they can sell these models with these themes locked behind them in My Faction. That is probably a thing that's holding us back too. Is My Faction being the
can I just have my Ender Sandman? Just let me put my own music.
It's like, oh yeah, you want that Broken Dreams Drew McIntyre? Sorry, that's a locked my faction attire model. Like, nah, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Hi
I should.
PC, just do a CM Punk bye
People
bye.
want that Kane Slow Chemical? Yeah, Persona card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nah, dude. Like, I wouldn't even be playing my faction if I had that Spotify. Like, I really just get these models for the theme songs now. You know what I mean? Like, I want the themes. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I agree, though. I agree. It sucks. It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, look at the upper company, Saudi. I mean,
You and Saudi tonight, bro.
it's true though. It's money. I mean,
Yeah.
like we have mentioned, it's turning into a UFC. Hey, it's Vegas and Saudi.
Yep.
Hey, there's a paywall. Someone's gonna pay for it. Someone's paying for this $8,000 ticket to WrestleMania or whatever.
T-Rex says selling and position-based moves that don't require grappling. See, there's another one right there that don't require grappling.
Yes.
So T-Rex is he's onto something. JCSJ, yeah, ultimate control over the carry system. It's not even close.
It was OG. Please, because I mentioned that to him, please fix this stamina system. I hate today's stamina system. Let me have my wrestler bent over slightly and I can select, what was it, the select button back in the day?
Shout out to Conrad.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Yeah, you had to click the. Yeah, I know. You had to hit the select button, and you could just hit the stamina, and then it would just the whole thing with the bar would go up. Because look, how long? Somebody would know in chat. How long does it take to fill up a bar if you waste all your stamina and then it just goes all the way back? Does anybody know? I'm curious. I'm just curious. Here comes the pain at silly injuries, for example. If your torso was hurt and you went for a suplex, you can perform the move, but when you got up, they would hold their sides at their big move. Yes, the selling in general. If you are, even if you have a busted up face, you have a hard time, like doing headbutts. Like, do you really want to do it? Like, it could knock you out. There could be little things like that. Is it worth it? That would be a nice addition. I would like to see Hoodie run as in universe mode. Yeah, like a mysterious attacker. Yeah, that would be a nice addition. Whether it's your tag partner, whether it's just a whole different person, even commentary reacts to it. That would be a nice addition. Can we get some new betrayal cutscenes? Yeah, there's a lot of, and I know a lot of cutscenes. Somebody would have to have a number somewhere. Somebody, I think, on Reddit or whatever probably counts this, but
I think he's talking about returns in universe mode too. With that, there should be returns in universe. So
yeah, returns would be nice.
And that, fellas, is why I'm only buying this game on, I think he meant PC, PC. Going forward. It's a good investment if you have a PC and you're able to play games. Like if you have a gaming PC, I would always get this game on PC. It would I don't have a gaming PC. Unfortunately, I run Mac, so none of the modding tools will work on Mac. You need a PC. I've been thinking about investing into it, but at the same time, I'm more of a couch gamer than I am right here. But I think it would be cool to do live streams with mods and all that kind of stuff. I think that would be a fun thing for people to see. Yeah, the modding community is amazing, dude. I love watching some of the stuff that people come up with.
Love great work.
Yeah. It's all fantastic, to be honest. I don't see it happening. Spotify also costs money. Yeah, but Spotify also just did something with who was it that they just integrate? Was it Madden? Or who was it?
The Spotify?
Yeah, somebody just integrated with Spotify. I can't remember what game it was, but one of the games recently, one of the sports games recently integrated with Spotify.
Let me double check.
I can't remember which one it was, but if they can do it, 2K can do it. That's how I look at it. Hollywood coming to with the Hollywood Hogan.
Oh, EAFC. Okay, that's what. So it was EA.
Okay, so either way, you should still be able to do it. Okay, right here. Yeah, EA. Everybody's saying that. Yep. Yeah, Voodoo Child would be dope. That would be a cool track. And once again, if you had Spotify, you could do all that stuff. Back to free range interference moves. The cutscenes are so generic. Yep. I hope they don't ditch PC but I see it happening. Dude, if they did that,
I don't
I
think
don't
so. I
know.
think there's like too much money on the table.
Yeah. Which console players could download people's mods. Yeah, me too. That would be awesome,
Yeah.
man. Listen, guys, next week, I know this Sunday we were supposed to run something, and I was trying to get Deontay on. Our times are just not meshing right now. He's in the UK. He works full-time job. I work a full-time job. The times just didn't happen, man. We were trying to get something going this Sunday. Didn't work out. I'm still planning to have him on a future episode. I just don't know when that's going to happen. But stay tuned. I think next week I'm going to reach out to some creators, and we're gonna get another wrestle stream going. You know what I mean? Like we did last year with like a symbol and all them. We're gonna have wrestle stream part 2. So I think next week we're gonna aim for that. Don't quote me on it. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna see who's available. I'm gonna see who's willing to come on the show. But I think we're gonna try to make something happen. And with that said, man, thank you guys so much for rocking with us. Expect a video this week. I have a couple of videos lined up and a big project lined up after I get these other couple videos out. I planned on making 2 this week, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to get 1 out. Well, I know I'm gonna get 1 out, but I'm gonna try my best to get 2 videos pumped out this week, and then from there we're working on a good project that I'm really excited about, to be honest. But hey, guys, run the likes up for us. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe. It helps us out. It goes a long way. It's a free way to support the channel. You can catch us everywhere at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. If you're not following us on X, make sure to follow us on TikTok. Join the Discord. James, can you put the Discord link in the chat, please? Join our Discord because we're always talking over there, man. And we're talking more than just 2K as well. Like we talk about all the different games. We talk wrestling. We talk TV shows. Everything. It's more of a mesh of everything in our general chat. So make sure to join our Discord. We've got a good community over there. And with that said, man, catch us everywhere at the Pro Wrestling Shoot, right? Same time next week, right here on YouTube, Kick, Twitch. You know the drill. You know the drill.
Mhm.
I'm Jesse. He's James. We'll see you next week right here. Pro Wrestling Shoot.